I didn't say what I said was
yes, you
the
did.
boy had got on there and he said that he seen a shitty pair of underwear in my house. So what I said was, because I don't live in a fake reality, and I'm not even just talking about you, but a lot of people on this app and in this world, they live in a fake reality. And they get on this social media every day and they lie about what they have and they lie about who they are. And I'm not even just talking about you, because this is not just about slurring out insults to you. But a lot of people get on this app and they lie about who they are and what they do and what they have going on. I would never be that bitch. I live in my reality. I live in my reality every day. So what I said was, I got online and said, maybe you did see a pair of shitty underwears, and I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? As a human being, I'm not a robot. I'm not a person getting on here acting like I'm somebody who I'm not. I'm not a person that's getting on here acting like I don't have mistakes or make mistakes. I said, as being a human being, if you walked in my room and you seen a shitty pair of underwear, that's your motherfucking business, because maybe I had a bad day like a regular human being. I know a lot of girls get on this app and they lie about who they are and they don't have mistakes. It is. Of course, I'm going to amplify it because I'm an amplified bitch. Of course, things are going to be taken to the next level because I'm getting on here to entertain. But the reality of what it is I said, if you did go into my room and you seen a shitty pair of underwear, I don't give a fuck. I'm big sexy. And what I said was, at the end of the day, if you took a picture of them shitty underwears, I'm still going to be booked. Check the schedule. So that is what I said. And I understand that they switched it and they made it seem how they wanted to make it seem in the comments. And of course, I did add to that. I'm not oblivious to the fact that I did get on there and add to that. But that is what I meant. Do you think that I'm walking around with a shitty ass all day? I pull anything that I want to pull outside of having money. These niggas really be on my bed because I'm a fat, soft bitch. Body is very much soft. You think I walk around here all 24/7 days out the week with a shitty pair of underwear? No, what I said was, if you, guess what? I've had mistakes sometimes where it's a little bit of shirt in the underwear. I've had mistakes sometimes where it's a little bit of skin marks. You've never? I know you're going to say no because that's a popular answer to say. You've never went to the restaurant.
No, what I'm going to say is, what I'm never going to say is, bitch, I've been on the toilet and I maybe was wiping too long and it was taking too long for the toilet paper to be clean and I got up to go eat. I'm never going to say that because that's never going to happen. Because you know why? My ass would be itching if I did that. That's
a phone stand. Invest into your mother's life insurance. Don't play with me. Y'all be investing into the wrong things. If I was to leave this earth right down, because guess what? This is the reality of what it is. When you think you're going to read me, I'm going to read you. You, on the other hand, Armon, you go after people unprovoked. He provoked me. Don't play with me. I'm going to always be the girl. You invest into your father's life insurance, I'm good. If I was to drop right now from my yelling and my screaming, my nieces and my nephews will be good with life insurance. Now back to you, Armon. Don't play with me. And don't make that face, because what I'm telling you is you bother people unprovoked. If I'm provoked, I'm clapping back. Let's be clear.
Listen, I'm a social commentator and a cultural critic. That's what I do. It's no difference than the Shade Room. You follow them. How do you say I spew negativity and you mention Jason Lee? Oh, you're no Hollywood Unlocked. You're no Shade Room. You're this. These are blogs, bro. We talk about pop culture. We talk about the gossip. Well, you follow it. You commented on it. So how are you going to judge me?
You mentioned me, because again, I'm not. No. When you mentioned me,
judging me now
about the shitty underwear, and then you mentioned me again when Amber Rose posted me unprovoked, because I didn't say nothing about you, this fat, insecure bitch. You commented on me, and I have the receipt. Then again, because I didn't respond to you, because your platform can't really do nothing for me. Then again, you know, then again, the neighborhood talk posted me, this fat, insecure bitch that you girls like to come after, the big girls, when we come through storming, because we've learned to love ourselves through the... No. Let me...
See, hold it right there.
No. But
you guys think that I like it's a big girl versus skinny girl thing.
Right. And I know people are screen recording. Let's keep receipts, because I'm not delusional and I'm not delirious. Okay? Let's be clear. You mentioned me on Neighborhood Talk. Again, this fat, insecure boy who you just said that's the reality of what it is. You mentioned me. I didn't mention you. You mentioned me. Let's just run it again. You mentioned me unprovoked. So at this point, do you not think that I have a right to then mention you, and then you want to bring up the fact that you are saying that you think that I am insecure because I'm big. It's never given that, Armon. Anything you can pull out the pull bag. I know that it's sad to hear, and I know the reality of the situation. Oh, that's why the reality of it is a lot of you girls don't see it for Saucy Santana, and you know why that is? Because I've seen your clip about my sister too. You know why that is? Because you girls see something that is not molded perfect in the public eye. Yeah, you can put your head down, but that's the reality of what it is. And when the girls call you out on that, what you said was you don't see it for his music. What you said was you don't see it for
about Saucy Santana.
That's what you said.
That's a lie. My favorite song is Material Girl. You're lying. My favorite song? No, that's not what I said. I said, okay, if you want to get into it, what I said was, I said that her freestyle was trash. That's thing number one. When she did it, and I have that right. And then the other thing that I've said about her, I said it hasn't been the same for her since she said what she said about Blue Ivy and doubled down on it. Things got different for her, and these are facts. The energy around her changed. Period. You don't get to say what the fuck you want about Beyonce's child and expect things to be the same. Things have changed. Okay. And as a commentator, I have that right. I never shitted on her. I love Material Girl.
Okay, girl. I know what I heard, babe. It was negative. It was not.
Damn, but girl, you're not going to sit up here and be lying on me.
No. It's not about that. And see, and then
you just don't want me to like the big girl.
And I love that it's thousands of people on here right now because I love the fact that this fat bitch is so intelligent. And I keep saying, I don't play with my nose and I don't play with alcohol. So my brain is always queued up and she's always intact. You bringing up weight. I've never brought up weight. So but now I have the right. I have the right to then respond. You brought up weight just now. It's not about me wanting you to like the big girls. I have a bigger platform than you being a big girl. So it's not about you, me needing your clarification. No, it's no battle. But what I'm going to always do is check negative bitches like you. You're too old. You're too nasty. And I don't see it for girls like you. And then for you to reach out to Milan, want to do an interview with me, you know I bring the girls and you know I bring the views. So then now, don't try to get on your platform and downplay who I am and what I do and how I do it and how I walk and how you reached out for me. You reached out for me.
That's I didn't reach out for you. You listen to you speak.
Don't get it and get on here now and try to downplay what I do, what I have going on. Listen. When you reach out to me, I don't reach out to you. I don't think about Armon. I don't look at Armon. Yeah, hey, because it was on the blog, and so I had to give my opinion.
Commented on me today. You commented on me.
You reached out.
Why would you have to give an opinion on a worthless ass?
So with all actuality and all actuality, Armon,
why did you have to? Why you didn't have to give your opinion?
I don't give a fuck about you being on no shade room, girl. Tomorrow you'll be like this, out into the air. The girls will still not be talking about you. So you owe me a check today. Yeah, long as you know it. Because you had the audacity, too. Let me check you about that, too. You had the audacity to get up here and say, oh, she wants to get up here because the shade room supposed to be today. Girl, you still didn't move out that bracket of 50K. Girl, I'm sitting on 100K, and I'm going to continue to keep progressing. You know why? Because I'm a pure bitch. But I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting
I don't
you know
care
that,
about
girl,
Instagram.
And I can sit back and real last bitch, right in Duluth. No, I'm not a Duluth. I'm definitely on the outskirts, but she's never giving me some
cheap ass house.
That's too far.
That's not true.
No, not that far. Really? If I was to put it in the GPS, I'm probably like 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. You see how I'm teaching the girls how to live in their reality? Can you do the same?
About 2 hours.
Can you do?
So listen, where do we go from here? So you're going to be mad for your entire life.
Me too.
Yes. Listen, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. Okay. If you make the news in a, like, I don't have to talk about you all the time. I haven't talked about you in a long time. It's a key about the draws thing. Now, outside of that, you're not really entertaining. But if you do something worth being talked about, we'll talk about you again. But I talk about celebrity. You're not a celebrity. You are a public figure, though, because you have 500,000 followers, but you're not a celebrity. But you are a cackle, and you're a kid. So you can get talked about from time to time, but you're not a celebrity. So I don't wake up every day and put you on my titles or do anything like that. But when you come for me, you know, I will respond because you are still a man that came online and said that you sometimes are too lazy to wipe your ass. That's blasphemous for me. But now that we've had this conversation, we can let it go. However, you came into the Shade Room comments and talked about my nothing ass. That's the only thing. That's the thing. And you make this whole thing about me not being able to take you because you're so booked and so busy. Girl, I'm not in competition with you. We don't do the same thing. You made it seem like I was just so negative. I talk very positive about people. I give critiques. This is what my show is about. I don't talk about rainbows and candy all day. We talk about the good, the bad. It is what it is, baby. That's just all it is, love. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. And that day, you just had said some outrageous shit. And girl, it reached my desk because one thing I do, one thing is very important to me, whether you may not like the content or not, but I do this for my boys too. So I give coverage, good things about my boys, and I mean the LGBT, and a cackle, because I'm a gay man first. You know what I mean? I'm black, I'm gay. And so I realize I operate in a predominantly straight field, but at the same time, bitch, that's a gay move. That's a gay cackle.
Like that. Now, this is my aspect of it. When you meet me in real life, girl, you would know.
You're upset.
That it's no beef. Because just like you get money, I get money too. And real life, having a real conversation with me outside of the phone and outside of the computers and outside of what you do and outside of you typing on your keyboard, I'm a real bitch that lives in my real reality. So if you ever see a story or anything about anybody posting anything about me, and just like you said before, how they sending different things to you, you can always contact me. Because let me tell you this, I live in my reality, unlike you fairy tale girls. You fairy tale girls, you live in your mind, you live in the blogs, you live in the fairy tale of what you want to be and what you want to have, and thinking that you're superior to people and thinking that you're above, and you're not. And so when you meet a bitch like me that's able to, let me finish. When you meet a bitch like me that's able to walk in my truth and let you know what it is, and let you know how I'm living, and let you know how I'm moving, and let you know how I operate, you can never take me. So it's not about competition, because at the end of the day, my core base of who books me is African-American women. So when I get over here with you, Miss Queen, I'm going to go back to being booked and busy. So it can never be a competition. And I can say what I want, when I want to, how I want to. Period. So you don't have to see it for me, and I don't see it for you. But as long as you don't speak my name, I won't speak yours. So are you done before I take my viewers?
Girl, you spoke about me today.
I enjoyed you. Have a wonderful day.
Girl, go ahead, baby. You have a good day.
These girls, I'm going always.
Bye, girl. She's a king. So what I got from this was, I can't take her. Like, girl, what? How did it turn into me not being able to take you? Like, what was that?